we're coming to you live here for game number 2. Penn's took the opener. Nate's Penny in net. Penn's down to 8 healthy forwards today. Blocked shot there in the defensive zone. Reeling, Mary, and Gumenes out there together. Loya installed defensively. Pass from Gumenes to Mary. Gets it over to Reeling past the red line. He brings it across the zone, shoots off the head of the goalie. Seems to be where he's aiming today. Puck's loose. Comes into the defensive zone. Loya throws it out to Mary. Back to Reeling underneath his stick. As I was saying earlier, Penn's down to 8 forwards. Gunnar Morgan and Kelly Sullivan out for today's game. Burkheiser's going to come on now. He's out there with Julius, Shadish, Michael, and Monheim. Shot by Michael from the point just wide of the net. Tipped shot from Monheim to Burkheiser. Good save there. Shadish battling in the corner. Puck comes up to Monheim at the point. He throws one near the net. Good offensive zone time here for this line. Shadish battling in the far corner. Puck comes out. Monheim keeps it right at the blue line. Now he's going to flick one high. Almost hit the roof. Didn't. Shadish now plays it. Julius tag teams the defender, knocks him to the ice. Burkheiser on a back check, comes away with a steal. He circles back with some speed. He's looking to make a move. Good poke check there by Cleveland. Penn's in the midst of a line change. Ferguson's out there now with Gumenes. Shot from the point and a wicked shot. Sounded like it hit Nate in the mask, but he comes away with the opening save. And a glove save. Kenny flashing some weather here early in the contest. 12:55 on the clock. And we'll take a defensive zone draw with Egger, Gumenes, Ferguson. Slap shot off the point. Cleveland looking a little bit more offensive than they did game 1. Egger takes his shoulder into the boards at the red line. Gets it over to Gumenes, who cuts back sharply. Plays it swiftly over to Egger. Egger takes a shot to the head. Play continues. Loya in good defensive position. Drives his man wide. Shot goes wide of the net and off the glass. Controlled by Cleveland. Gumenes gets it out of the zone. Tries to find Egger, but he's just out of his reach. Tipped into the zone by Cleveland. Markey's going to be first man back. Plays it around the boards, but no one's there. Pens were in the midst of a line change. Markey ties up his defenseman. Shot, saved, eaten up by the belly of the goalie. Face off by Burkheiser in the defensive zone, controlled. Now intercepted by Monheim. Monheim flicks one out of the zone, out of reach of Reeling. Reeling gives chase on the forecheck. Puck comes all the way back to Monheim. He's going to try for Reeling again, and this time it's going to be an icing. Nah, it doesn't show up on the screen for everybody else, though. A little bit brighter for you. Not much better. Face off one in the defensive zone. Monheim's just going to skate it this time to Reeling. Nearly hands it off to him. Mowry has it now. Mowry throws it back to Monheim in front of the net. Puck is loose. And the goalie's going to dive on it with 11:33 left. Monheim was determined to get it to Reeling. On his third attempt, he just skated in, handed it off to him. Burkheiser now wins the offensive zone draw. Mowry's going to cycle it around to the near boards. Reeling gives chase. Stahl's going to pinch. Reeling comes away with it, plays it below the goal line to Mowry. Centers one back, his pass attempt blocked. Now Burkheiser swoops in to get it. Burkheiser behind the net's going to try a Michigan, and he executes on it. You saw it happening. He had the space. And he's got the hands to do it. Burkheiser delivers a Michigan, a nasty one to start the scoring for the Pens. He picked that puck up with speed, put it on his backhand, and threw in a beauty. 1-0 Pens on top. Michael retreats in his own zone, gets it over to Markey, fires it up to Shadish. Puck gets kicked near net. Shadish, first man there, plays it in along the boards. Puck comes out to the red line. Markey's going to put a stick there, breaks it up. Leaves it for Julius, tips it to Gumenes, gets it to Shadish. Shadish shot, square on the goalie. Trinity Morgan in the booth today doing the camera controls, and much appreciated. A multiple volunteer effort this season for Trinity. Puck gets played out to the point. Michael's going to throw it back down around. Shadish gives chase. Puck's into the far corner, played back around. Cleveland trying to get it out. Gumenes on a strong forecheck, comes away with the steal. Now he plays it the other direction. Shadish is going to be there. Pens outworking Cleveland now. Centering pass to Gumenes to Michael. Michael hits it off the post and in. From Julius to Gumenes to Michael. Beautiful puck movement from the Pens, and Michael ropes a shot off the crossbar blocker side and in. Went left post to the far right of the net. He got a hold of that one. And with 10:13 left in the first, the Pens on top after beautiful goals by Burkheiser and Michael. Pens go for a change here. Eggers on the ice now with Burkheiser and Ferguson. A wraparound chance broken up by the Pens nicely defensively there by Loya and Stahl. Touch pass there by Cleveland. They move the puck into the corner. Centering pass off Stahl's skates. Puck still loose in front of the net. Now Egger has it. Egger slides one out to Burkheiser. Burkheiser with speed. He's got a little extra something in his step after that last goal. Plays it to the top of the circle for Egger, and a tip in by Ferguson. And just like game number one, the Pens jump out on top with an early scoring spree. These have been some beautiful goals. Shot from the top of the circle by Egger, tipped in by Ferguson. 3-0 Pens on top. They're walking into Cleveland and they're owning the Barons Arena at the moment. Gumenes is going to take the draw. Maury was back at the goaltender celebrating at the moment, but the faceoff dropped. Now he joins in on the play. Maury's out there with Gumenes and Reeling. Gumenes comes away with the steal. Tries to get it to Maury. Pass broken up. Now he plays it back to Michael. Gets intercepted. Monheim's going to be there. He gets the red line and gets it in deep. Gumenes outworking everybody. He's going to be first man there. Backhands one down to Maury. Maury tries to get it to Reeling. Reeling now swoops in, centers it out to Gumenes. Puck goes the other way. Cleveland chips it in. Michael gets it to Maury. Off the boards up to Reeling. Reeling's got some space. He's going to skate it. Monheim's joining him. Reeling's going to shoot. Blocker down into the corner. Monheim picks it up. Centers it across. No one there at the moment. Burkheiser's going to step in for it. Centers went to Reeling. One times it wide of the net. Julius on the ice now. Cleveland looked like they were offsides. They're going to gain possession of the zone. Julius joined. Shot from the point, long shot wide of the net. Now this shot will get on net. Kinney's going to cover it. .803 left in the first. Face off one, shot off Loya's chest. Rebound goes to Cleveland. Loya takes his man to the boards. Shaddis down low, comes away with an interception, plays it off the boards to Loya. Smacks one out for Julius to give chase to. Julius gets ridden into the boards. Shaddis is there though to pick it up. Puck at the feet of Shaddis there. Comes away with it. Cleveland comes away with it. Plays it back the other way. Loya takes his man down. Allows Markey to come in for the steal. Markey all the way around the boards to Shaddis. He's got some space. Cleveland was in the midst of a change. Good steal there by Gumenes. Gumenes on the backhand. Puck still loose. Cleveland bangs it out of the zone. Stahl's down low. He grabs it to Monheim. His shot off the Stahl racing back. What a play by Stahl. That was a breakaway chance. Didn't even get a shot off. Stahl drilled his man. Knocked him to the ice. No shot on net. Nicely done. Monheim's shot had gotten blocked off the shin pads of the Barons defenseman, or forward I should say, and created an opportunity. Stahl, covering for his D partner, made a beautiful play. Stahl flashing the speed and the strength there. Gumenes might have been going for a change. Coach said, no, we still need you out there. We only got 8 forwards. So Jake's gonna come back out. He is with Gabe, Ferguson, Stahl, and Monheim. Short bench for the Pens, 8 forwards, 5 defensemen. Hopes everyone gets back pretty healthy soon enough. Gunnar Morgan, Kelly Sullivan, and Jack McLaughlin all hurt at the moment. Shot from the point, pad aside by Nate. Long shot from the point, bouncing pucks was loose, now it's not. Burkheiser to take the defensive zone draw. Gets it out to Reeling. Reeling plays it down on net, almost net, on net. Now Mowry's there. Reeling picks it up. Puck loose in the corner. Mowry comes away with it. Reeling now with a shot off the backside of Berkey. Puck loose behind the net. Mowry taking his man down. Reeling has it. Plays it behind himself to trying to get to Mowry. Intercepted there by Cleveland. And Cleveland's out the other way. Markey's there with a good stick. He takes his man hard into the boards. Nice stick work there. Gets it out, gets it to Burkheiser. Cleveland throws it cross ice and out of the zone. Backhand pass, loose puck. Nate with a pad save. Julius gets it up to Reeling. Reeling gets it to Gumenes. Gumenes makes a man miss, shoots it high and wide over the net. It keeps falling. Oh, I see. Just saying when you go that way, it's wrong. Yeah, we need to level it somehow. The tripod I need to fix. Something's not right about it. Good stick there by Monheim. Breaks it up for Julius, who's just going to skate it. Now he plays it over to Shaddis. Shaddis, long shot, big rebound. Julius there, tries to put it in. Good save by the goalie. Monheim on a strong pinch allows Julius to swoop back for an interception. his pass for Gumenis broken up momentarily. That one definitely hit a Cleveland Barons player on the bench, but we'll keep playing. Puck's gonna get on net. Nate's gonna smack it out of play. Out of the zone, I should say. Gumenis gives chase. Cleveland's right back in. Got an interference call. Okay. Yeah, something's not right. It's just not. When I got it from somebody from Detroit, it just wasn't set up right. Yeah. Pens are going to go on a power play here with 3:55 left in the first. Burkheiser to take the draw with Mowry, Reeling, Markey, and Michael. Face off, one out and out of the zone. Reeling gets this one back to Michael. To Markey. Back to Michael. Up ice to Mowry. Mowry gets it over to Burkheiser. He's going to calmly gain the zone now. Throws one cross to Michael. Michael plays it off the boards to Burkheiser. Burkheiser to Reeling. Reeling shoots one short angle, misses the net. Michael with a nice cross ice pass to Burkheiser. Burkheiser slides one through the crease. Just off of Mowry's stick. Michael's back on a one-on-one with Fogle. Fogle's shot goes wide of the net and rims all the way around. And out of the zone allows Cleveland to maintain possession and waste a little bit of time. A little bit sloppy here for the Pens, and they're going to get another scoring chance for Fogle. Good save there by Kinney. And Cleveland burning off some time here. Monheim's going to skate it up, and now he's just going to throw it in. Pens are going to go for a change. 2:35 left in the first. Cleveland Barons player falling down there. Turnover picked up by the Barons. Played out, Monheim intercepts it. Fires one ahead to Egger. Gumenis coming on the back check. Stahl to Monheim to Gumenis on net. Not going to be an icing. Gumenis on a nice forecheck. Gumenis takes a high stick. You saw that right off the face mask. No call. Now he's going to throw a cross check to the Barons out of frustration. Understandably, got hit right in the face. Now that last power play, you'll see we had a 2-minute power play because they didn't let the person out of the box early. See if the Pens have to kill a 2-minute power play or a minute 30. Egger wins the draw, and now it bangs off the boards. He's just going to play it to himself, showing off the speed, and here comes Egger on a short angle shot on a penalty kill. Egger on a great forecheck, comes away with another steal. What a penalty kill right now for Gabe. And now Cleveland's going to get it set up. Good back check by Ferguson. Did a stick lift there before his shot could get off. And the puck gets off out of the zone. Shaddis and Julius coming out now with Markey and Loya. Cleveland was way off sides, no call. They're going to get it set up here. Nice block shot by Shadish. He squared that one up, took it to keep the puck off Kinney. Short angle shot saved by Kinney. Wraparound rebound. Loose puck played to the corner. Centering pass broken up by Julius's body inadvertently, but he took that one right off the chest. Shaking it off. Might have hit him in the wrist. And we are going to play 2-minute penalties, it looks like, once they fix that. Jake's out of the box now. Burkheiser on the ice for him. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Burkheiser tips it out of reach. He gets taken down into the offensive zone. Now Loya's going to play it back to Shadish. Chips one ahead to Julius. 10 seconds left. Pens on one final rush. 6 seconds. Burkheiser into the corner. And that's going to do it here in the first. 3-0, Pens on top. Heading into the second. Back here to start the second. Burkheiser, Mowry, and Reeling out there together with Monheim and Michael. Plays right in front of us here. Puck gets bounced back into the defensive zone for Burkheiser to backhand one all the way out. Puck bounces away. Cleveland's going to get control of it. Slap shot wide of the net. Kinney gloves it, and the goalie, the refs were waiting to see if he's going to release it, but he doesn't. He's cognizant of the ride home and the wintry weather mix. We'll do a defensive zone draw to the left of Kinney. Burkheiser wins it easily over to Mowry. Slides one over to Reeling. Bounces off his stick and deep into the zone. Now Reeling's going to give chase. Burkheiser. Now Michael behind his own goal, trips that one along the boards. Shot from the point, now there's a pass. Good shot and a big save by Kinney. Michael's gonna play it along the boards to himself. He's battling in the corner. Puck's still loose. Good offensive zone here and a stick by Burkheiser. Good offensive zone pressure here for Cleveland. And Cleveland's going to skate it out themselves, but Burkheiser's really working hard to push them out. Pens are in the midst of an odd change here. Kinney's going to block it with his chest and chin, it looked like. Shadish and Gumenis on for Burkheiser, and Reeling shot deflected into the netting off of Nate's shoulder. Similar to the first game, Pens jumped it all over the Barons to start, but they clawed their way back, and they're trying to do the same now. It is a shorter bench for the Pens. We'll see if they can maintain their energy level here as the second period gets underway. Gumenis wins the faceoff to Egger. He flies one over the stick of Ferguson. Gumenis circles back, gets that puck knocked away and knocked to the ice. Stahl and Markey battling. Markey comes away with it, plays it around to the other side. That pass off the Cleveland Barons player goes all the way back into our offensive zone, and now Gabe Egger with a great forecheck, throwing his weight around. Ferguson on a short angle shot. Ferguson pulls it back and rips one. Ferguson surprised the goalie on that one, how quickly he elevated that puck. And the Pens up 4-0. A nice momentum changer there for the Pens. Gabe Egger, really the catalyst for that goal. He was hounding on the forecheck, drilled his guy into the boards and allowed Ferguson to come in uninterrupted, grab the puck, and Ferguson did a nice elevated shot from the short angle. Gumenis now in the offensive zone. Plays it out to Julius. Julius getting whacked at. He's going to lose the puck to Cleveland here. Cleveland coming the other way on a 3-on-2. Gumenis getting back to even things up. Cross ice pass doesn't connect. Long shot wide of the net. Kept in the zone by Cleveland and now out. Shaddis on a forecheck. Stahl pinches in nicely, bounces that puck just over Shaddis' stick, but he puts it on his forehand, tries to get a little momentum. Markey comes away with a steal. That puck was tipped, no icing here. 11:33 left in the game. Stahl to Mowry, to Reeling, back to Mowry. Mowry's got it on his forehand shot, puck's loose, puck's still loose. Mowry and Reeling banging down low. Now Burkheiser gets involved. Puck off of Reeling's skates. Now off his stick from Reeling to Burkheiser, and Burkheiser does the rest. Loya to Reeling to Burkheiser. Nothing. Pens pouring it on. Offensive zone, neutral zone faceoff went all the way back. Price kicks that one, tries to get it out of the zone. Good play by Cleveland to keep it in. Now Burkheiser does come away with the steal, gets it up and out. Off of Reeling's stick, but deflected right to Cleveland. Burkheiser turns his man around. Now Mowry swoops in for a steal. Tries to get it to Loya. They can't connect. The Pens, Columbus, Cleveland, whoever it is, they get off a good shot. Reeling skating it out the other way now. Puck bounces back to Burkheiser. Now Reeling has it. His shot saved by the goalie. 3-on-2 the other way. Gumenis getting back. Good hustle there by Gumenis to tie up that man. That was free. Now Reeling has it. Reeling takes a big hit. Gets it into the zone. And it's going to be a 2-on-1 the other way as the Pens are just going out of change. And Markey just wins the play. And now it's a 3-on-0 the other way. Gumenis, Egger. Oh, good touch pass from Egger to Gumenis. That went from a 2-on-1 that Markey broke up in the defensive zone. And he got it up to the Pens. Two bad changes. One for the Pens to start, and then Cleveland got caught in a similar situation. 3-on-0, Gumenis to Egger, back to Gumenis. 5-0, 6-0, 6-0. 9:50 left. Ferguson gets it at the red line, throws it in deep. Egger's going to be the first man there. Cleveland circling back. Puck comes out to Markey at the red line. Gets it over to Michael. Michael throws it up ice to Egger. That puck just stays in the zone. Monheim throws it in deep. Shaddis takes a man to the ice in the offensive zone. Now he gets it to Julius on a one-timer. His shot just wider than net. Shaddis tries again. Julius broke his stick, it looks like. So Mowry will come on for him. Shot, save. Kinney all over that one. It's been all Pens here all day. It's not right now. Tanner Julius flashing a smile at his dad as he skates back on the ice with his second stick. I think he knows what a broken stick means. Something new from Santa Claus going to be at his house tomorrow from Pure Hockey. Shot eaten up by Kinney. Burkheiser tips it over to Julius. Julius with the new stick. Hasn't calibrated it just yet. A little high and over the net. Shaddis on a good forecheck. Bangs this one along to Julius. Played up to Burkheiser. Wins that battle over to Stahl. Now to Monheim. Monheim loses it in his skates, but then backhands it deep into the zone. Julius is there on the check. And it's going to be a cross check on Cleveland's. Shaddis drew the penalty. Cross check right in front of the net. Gumenis, Mowry, and Reeling going to come out with Stahl and Monheim. Gumenis wasn't even ready for that. He still won the face-off. Played it up to Stahl. Now back to Gumenis. He's just going to walk one in, rope one, high off the glass, and out of the zone. Too much speed for Monheim to control that one. A Gumenis shot has a lot of power on it. Now it's a 3-on-2 on the power play. Gumenis brings it into the zone. Chips one ahead to Mowry. Mowry behind the net. Gets tied up. Leaves it for Gumenis. Gumenis gets it to Stahl. .6:55. We got a running clock situation now. Cleveland smartly going for a change with a running clock. Why not eat up a little bit of power play time for the Pens? Wasn't a running clock earlier, but they decided it's getting late in the day. Might as well run it. Stahl's pass broken up, and here we go the other way. Breakaway chance for Cleveland. Shot off the chest of Kinney with a beautiful save. Puck comes all the way out to Reeling. Reeling plays it to Gumenis. Gumenis with some speed, stick to side by the goalie of Cleveland, and they're going to just about do the power play there. Long shot, got on net, pad save, back to 5-on-5. Gumenes gets it to Stahl. Stahl takes a hit but gets it to Mowry. Mowry up to Gumenes. .5:20 left in the second period. Running clock here. Burkheiser, Edgar, Ferguson, Woya, and Markey out there together. Burkheiser wins the face-off to himself. Goes in below the goal line, gets taken down. Edgar is there to pick up the loose puck. Plays it up to Woya at the point. Touch pass back to Edgar. Woya throws one on net. Stick to side. Edgar's first man there. Just a backhand pass over to Woya. Puts it in deep into the zone. Cleveland out the other way. Woya plays it down off the glass. Gets it over to Markey. Markey off of Burkheiser's skates. Gets it to Edgar. Rips around a pass to Burkheiser. Reed looking over his options. Gets it to Markey. Ropes a pass up to Burkheiser. Burkheiser goes almost all the way across the ice. Just broke it up. Cleveland going on a change. Gives a little bit of space for Ferguson just to dump it in and get a change for the Pens. Julius, Shadish, and Gumenes running out now. 4:05 in the second. Running clock, 6-0 Pens. Shot, glove down, and saved by Kinney. Gumenes wins another faceoff. He's been perfect on faceoffs today. Shadish hard into the glass. Monheim right in front of his own net gets the puck out of danger. Long shot off the skates of Michael into the corner. Gumenes pivots out of some trouble behind his own goal line. He's just going to skate it out, loses it for a moment. Now he controls it. Now gets it tapped away. Plays it cross ice to Monheim. We're fumbling the puck just around a little bit here. Monheim now is going to backhand it over. And now he gets it on his forehand and out of the zone. Not going to be an icing. Not going to make it. Julius on the forecheck. Causes an errant pass for the moment. Shot off the crossbar. One-timer off there and a late hit, and depends why not. 2:35 left in the period. We'll do an offensive zone draw. Burkheiser talking it over with Mowry and Reeling. Stahl and Woya out there defensively. Puck out to the point, off of a Barron's player, and Stahl's just going to scoot out of the zone for the moment. Now it got knocked out of his hands though, so Mowry's going to have to play it. Picked off by Burkheiser. Reeling's going to have to touch up, and he does. Burkheiser now backhands one deep below the goal line. Mowry's going to give chase. Loose puck picked up by Reeling. He's going to play it up to the point for Woya. Woya's going to come out of the zone. And here comes Cleveland the other way. Shot, nice block by Woya. He throws his shoulder into someone. Tries to get it to Burkheiser, now he does. Burkheiser's going to skate it out, gets it to Reeling. Reeling does a back, just gets it out of the zone. But Cleveland's right back in. Woya on his backhand now, leaves it for Stahl. Stahl up to Mowry. Ships it over, nice play by Woya to lift the stick. While Burkheiser to pick it up. Woya now circling. Woya finding Reeling on the far face-off dot. He tries a backhand pass, gets it intercepted. Stahl plays it to Markey. Reeling's first man in, tries to get it out to Mowry, just tipped away. Reeling comes away with a steal, gets it over to Michael. His shot tipped by Ferguson to Gumenes. Ferguson's pass broken up. Markey's going to be able to retreat and recover. Gets it up to Gumenes. Gumenes gaining the zone. Puts a backhand pass to Ferguson. Ferguson's shot just wide of the net, deflected wide. Gumenes now below the goal line. Pivots out of some trouble. Centering pass to Edgar. He was crashing hard to the net. Good defensive play by the Barons. Michael stands gets in the way of his man at the very least. And that's going to do it at the end of the period. 6-0, Penn's on top. Running clock halfway through the period. Penn's trying to get out of town early. And here we are starting the third period of the second game of the day for the Pens. They're up a commanding 6-0. And they're going to start with the same line that just finished. Ferguson, Gumenes, and Egger. Monheim and Stahl. Pass. Monheim took his man to the glass, allowed Gumenes to come away with the interception. He plays it back along the other way. Monheim chips it out of danger and out to Egger. Egger with some speed the other way. He gets bodied into the glass. Nice hustle by Gumenes, just outraced to the fenceman there for Cleveland. Julius and Shadish on together now. Heck of a back check by Julius, comes away with a steal. Tries to get up to Burkheiser, intercepted, but back to Loya. Loya, cross ice pass to Shadish. She's gonna gain the zone. Makes a man miss easily. Gets it off to the post. Nice move by Shadish. Loose stick still on the ice, and that puck was going to come around to the point. And got knocked twice. Good stick there by Markey. I think it was Markey or Loya. Drove that one high above Kinney. Kinney pitching a great game right now. Loose puck comes out to Julius with some speed. He's on that loose puck to Shadish. Now it bounces all the way out to Cleveland. 2-on-2 the other way. Loya in good position. Uses his stick and ties up his man. Then takes a punch to the back of the head. Oh, and there's going to be a breakaway here for Gumenes. Gumenes pulls up, finds Mowry. Mowry chips it. Off the back of the goalie. I'm not sure the goalie knew the play was still going on. Gumenes turns around, feeds Michael for the second time of the game. And a beautiful glove save. Not sure how Mallory didn't score that one. I think the goaltender thought the play was over. She was face down, and the net was wide open. Good defensive play must be by the Barons. Running clock here in the third period, 12:20 left in the ball game. Reeling on a forecheck, ties his man up. Now Gumenes swings in, puck bounces out to Michael at the point. Michael down low. Now to Maury, he tries centering one, touched the side by the goalie. Puck comes out to Monheim at the point. Monheim, long shot, blocked by the defenseman. Good avoiding there. And they're out the other way. Puck still loose in front of the net. They whiffed on the shot. Now Michael has it. Pass intercepted, going the other way. It's a 4-on-2. Good stick by Monheim to drive that one. Long bouncing puck to Burkheiser. Burkheiser's got himself on a breakaway. Just couldn't get the shot off. And back and forth we go. Ferguson swipes with his stick. Knocks the puck loose for the moment. Burkheiser was eyeing a hat trick down, square in the face. Ice looks a little choppy. A lot of kids are losing the control of the puck here. Good stick by Egger, gets this one to Burkheiser, fans on the shot. Drives his man into the boards, allows Egger to get it to Stahl at the point. Stahl finds Ferguson cutting to the front of the net. Just off his stick and out of reach. Egger kept it in the zone, then pulled it back. No harm, no foul there. Plays it back to Stahl, who gets it into the zone. 10:35 and counting. It's a running clock here as the Pens took a commanding early 6-0 lead into the beginning stages of the second period. They haven't looked back since then. Gumenes over to Julius. Julius gets it in deep. Gumenes, we're running, as I said, 8 forwards. It's 2 centers and 3 pairs of 2 wings. Gumenes and Burkheiser out there every other shift. He's had a ton of energy for the amount of time he's been on the ice. Back to Loya, the defensive zone to Gumenes. Maybe that's the secret to the Gumenes factor. Put him out there more. Shot, ripped. He gets his own rebound. Just wide of the net. That's the level of hustle from Gumenes today. Took a shot from the top of the circle. He was the first man on the rebound. Shaddis and Monheim tying up on the boards. Julius avoids some trouble, gets it to Burkheiser. Burkheiser tries sliding one to Julius. Just broke it up, got tied up there and off the glass. Loya knocks it down in the center ice. 9:20 and counting. Pass deflected off of Reeling's skates. Reeling's going to tip it into the zone. Played it softly there by the goalie to the Barons defender. They're going to go cross ice to get out of trouble, but Markey's on a pinch. Now he's not going to pinch. Pass deflected, picked up by Michael. Michael backhands it out of trouble. Puck comes all the way out to the point. Long shot, glove down by Kinney. Six nothing. Pens on top. 8 minutes and counting. Puck intercepted by Egger. Egger's skating it out. Gets it in deep. Cleveland the other way. Stahl gives good effort there. Drives his man wide of the net. Loose puck in front of the net. Loya bangs it out of danger. Controlled by Cleveland at the blue line. Gumenes sticks one aside. He takes a hit and delivers one back. Pens are going to go for a change. Shaddis with a big collision there, and they're going to call a penalty on that one. Certainly with a tripping, it looked like it was a big hit, but sort of maybe stuck his leg out into him is what I think happened. Pens will keep that line out here. They're actually going to stop the clock for the power play this time, is what it looks like. At least to get the power play started. Burkheiser takes the draw. Puck comes out to Julius on a one-on-one here. He's looking for Burkheiser. Now he's just going to pull it up, finds Shaddis cutting to the center. Julius comes away with that loose puck, plays it up to the point. Stahl just got there in time, and now it is going to get chipped out. 1 minute remaining on the power play. Loya gets it to Stahl. Julius sticks this one down below the goal line. Julius getting body slammed there. Ref's going to have both of them go to the box. Not sure what Julius did to deserve that, but such is life. And he's going to find himself in the box. Still be a 5-on-4 for 35 seconds left. Gumenes, Reeling, and Maury would jump out there with Monheim and Michael. Gumenes to take the draw. Wins it back to Reeling, over to Michael. Broke Monheim's stick on the pass. And then Cleveland skates right through the broken stick. Maury tries to get it over to Gumenes. Now Gumenes gains the zone all by himself. He's going to rip a shot off the pads. Puck bounces out, Reeling picks it up. Reeling's gonna skate, throws one while he's getting tripped down. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gumenes has control of it. His centering pass gets broken up. Now he tries to find Maury. Now he gets it to Michael, loose puck, still loose in front of the net. Yeah. Reeling's going to get called for a penalty. Or maybe not. Burkheiser wins the faceoff forward, tries to slide one through to Edgar. Ferguson plays it back to Stahl, up to Egger. Egger makes a man miss. Shot high and wide over the net. Bounces out to center ice for Aloya to get it. Aloya on his forehand up to Ferguson. Plays it over to Aloya. Shot save, Kinney. Kinney playing perfect here in net today. Penn's working hard to get it out of the zone. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Michael's going to throw one down for an icing. Puck comes out to Mowry. Now it's over to Reeling. Reeling's going to gain the zone, get it back to Mowry just over his stick. Kinney pitching a shutout here. It'll be a nice way to end our Sunday. Minute 11 left. Burkheiser's going to skate it out of the zone, and he does. Tries to get this one up to Reeling. Just intercepted, I should say. Back to Stahl, though, to Markey. Markey to Mowry. 58 seconds left in the contest. And that's going to do it here. Good weekend for the Pens. 2-0 here in Cleveland. We'll be headed back a little bit earlier than expected. See you all next weekend. We take on BK 3 times. Looking forward to it.